Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off with some cold conditions this morning and some sunny skies and slightly breezy winds. We'll generally see a quiet weather day today. We will continue to be on the colder side with a slight breeze continuing through the day and mostly sunny through the day as well, but we will see a rebound in temperatures for Saturday before we start to see our next weather maker moving into the area for Sunday, where we'll see a possibility of maybe some accumulating snow, but still a bit of uncertainty with that system at this time. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have high pressure centered over the Florida Peninsula. We're going to see that moving eastward. It's going to allow some westerly to southwesterly flow to build into the area, bringing back some more seasonable temperatures as we move into Saturday ahead of the series of cold fronts that will be approaching the area with an upper level trough. That's going to bring a return for some colder temperatures as we get into next week, and that will be the focal point of a potential weak area of low pressure developing off the coast. And that will potentially bring some precip activity into the area as we get into Sunday, with that chance of transitioning to some snow later in the day on Sunday. Current conditions this morning, seeing clear skies across the area, winds out of the west-northwest 11 knots, gusting up to 17 knots with a few stronger gusts in the last half hour or so, but do expect a downward trend in those winds. Temperature of 25 degrees, and relative humidity is at 48%. Looking at our current visible satellite, we see there's clear skies across the area. We do have some additional cloud cover off to the west and northwest. We'll see that building in as we get into the evening time frame, but should remain mostly sunny as we move through our working hours today. As we look at the high resolution model for what we can expect for the next couple of days, as mentioned, we'll see quiet weather as we move through the day, slightly breezy, but should stay below wind advisory criteria. No precipitation or lightning expected as we move through the day. Just seeing some cold temperatures. But as we go into the evening time frame, as those clouds build in, we see some southwesterly flow. We will see a fairly mild evening for this time of year, and we're moving into today on Saturday. We'll see a fairly seasonable day with some clouds around. We will see a very slight chance of a passing light shower. It looks like the better chance of that will be at points north of Wallops, and maybe even a few flurries at the most northern points of the Delmarva Peninsula. So just a very slight chance of seeing some light sprinkles here in the Wallops area, but nothing too significant as we move through our day on Saturday. Moving overnight, Saturday into Sunday, we will see that trough starting to settle in to the eastern part of the country, but we'll be slow to push into the area initially, as we'll see some above freezing temperatures as we get into the start of the day on Sunday, and that's when we'll start to see some precip chances moving into the area. This model is a little slower than some of the other models with the precip moving in, and as mentioned, do have still quite a bit of spread in the modeling as to when the precip starts and in what form does it start. But generally, majority of the models do show some milder temperatures in the morning, keeping the precip as rain, and then as that cooler air starts to funnel in, we'll see a potential for transitioning to snowfall during the afternoon. But with those milder temperatures and the rain early in the morning, it will diminish some of the accumulation, but nonetheless, we will have a possibility of seeing some accumulating snow, and this could very much change depending on the exact track of this low pressure and how strong and how much moisture this low pressure has. So still seeing some uncertainty, but we'll start to hone in on that as we get some of the later model runs as we move through the day today. But nonetheless, we'll see that transition to snow later in the day and potentially continuing into the first part of the evening time frame. So as we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we're going to see green conditions for the next 24 hours. We'll see a cold day with our high temperatures peaking around 38 degrees. We'll see wind chills in the teens this morning, and then rising into the 20s as we get into the afternoon. We'll see those winds becoming west-southwesterly to southwesterly during the afternoon time frame, and we'll see those peak gusts trending downward around 18 knots during the afternoon time frame, and mostly sunny skies. But as we go into the evening, we'll see those clouds building in mainly in the mid-levels, and that along with the south-southwesterly wind staying through the evening time frame. We'll see our temperature bottoming out around 33 early in the evening, and then we'll stay in the mid-30s as we move through the rest of the overnight and early Saturday morning with those mostly cloudy skies to start the day on Saturday. Tides are running normal at this time. Saturday we'll see mostly cloudy, that very slight chance of a passing light shower or sprinkle. Again, that better chance will be at areas north of Wallops. And again, not looking at any significant precip totals. We will see some slightly breezy conditions. So we do have a yellow risk for a potential of a wind advisory for Saturday and a milder day with a high around 52 degrees. We'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies through the overnight Saturday night. Very slight chance of seeing that light rain moving in by sunrise, but generally expecting green conditions through this time frame. But as you can see, expecting a low temperature around 36 degrees, so not quite to that freezing mark. So expecting any precip to fall in the form of rain initially. So as we start off Sunday, we'll have that good chance of seeing those rain showers moving into the area and then transitioning to some snow during the afternoon as that colder air settles in. Looks like we'll see a high of 40 degrees mainly during the first half of the day, and then those temperatures will start falling as we move through the second half of the day. We'll see some slightly breezy conditions, but expecting to stay below that wind advisory criteria, but we do keep that orange risk for that precip threat, as well as an orange risk for some reduced ceilings and visibilities, mainly with that snowfall during the later part of the day there. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. Take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.